The much-loved sitcom The Big Bang Theory, famous for its quick wit and lovable cast, wrapped up in 2019, leaving fans eager to know what the actors have been up to since. So let's take a fun dive into where the stars of The Big Bang Theory are today and what exciting projects they've been working on. When talking about the Big Bang Theory cast and their post-show journeys, it's impossible not to start with Jim Parsons, the genius behind Sheldon Cooper. But don't think he's just been sitting around reminiscing about his time on the show, far from it. Jim has kept himself busy since the series ended. He became the narrator for Young Sheldon, the spin-off that kicked off in 2017, bringing a familiar touch to the prequel. However, he officially said his final goodbye to Sheldon in May 2024, when Young Sheldon wrapped up for good. But that's just one chapter in his post-Big Bang career. Jim has taken on a range of different roles, proving he's more than just the socially awkward physicist we all loved. He gave a standout performance in Netflix's Hollywood, 2020, as Henry Wilson, a layered and intense character that showed off his serious acting chops. Then he took center stage in The Boys in the Band, a film adaptation of the Broadway play, where he stepped into a role completely different from Sheldon. Jim has also kept busy in the voice acting world, lending his voice to Pete the Cat and even making a hilarious guest appearance as himself in an episode of The Simpsons. And his journey is still unfolding. Fans can soon see him in Just by Looking at Him, a film that delves into the life and struggles of a gay television writer with cerebral palsy, offering what promises to be a heartfelt and powerful story. You can't mention The Big Bang Theory without immediately picturing Penny, the fun-loving, street-smart fan favorite. And Kaley Cuoco, who brought Penny to life, has been anything but idle since the show ended. Right after Big Bang, Kaley voiced a younger version of Penny for Young Sheldon in 2019, but that was just the beginning. She took off literally as Cassie Bowden in The Flight Attendant, a thriller series on HBO Max that she also produced. This gripping role showed a whole new side of Kaley's talent and even earned her a Golden Globe nomination. But she didn't stop there. From 2019 to 2023, Kaley voiced Harley Quinn in the animated series, putting her own spin on the iconic anti-hero. She also lit up the big screen in The Man from Toronto 2022, starring alongside Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson. Then, she took on the leading role of Ava Bartlett in Based on a True Story, proving she's got range beyond sitcoms. So, what's she up to now? Earlier this year, she starred in Role Play, a thriller that follows a young couple whose lives are upended by dark secrets from the past. But acting isn't her only focus these days. She's also embraced motherhood. Kaley welcomed her daughter Matilda in March 2023 with her partner Tom Pelphrey. And if you know Kaley, you know her love for animals is just as big as her love for acting. Her latest furry addition? A rescue chihuahua named Red, who became part of her family after her makeup artist's heartfelt adoption plea went viral. Ever wondered what Johnny Galecki has been up to since saying goodbye to Leonard Hofstadter? Well, unlike some of his co-stars who jumped straight into new projects, Johnny has taken a slightly different route. A familiar face long before Big Bang thanks to his role in Roseanne, Johnny spent over a decade charming audiences as Leonard. But when the show ended, instead of rushing into another big acting role, he decided to slow things down and embrace a quieter life. That doesn't mean he's disappeared completely, though. He's still keeping busy behind the scenes. Since The Big Bang Theory wrapped up, Johnny Galecki hasn't completely stepped away from the screen. Fans got to see him reprise his role as David on The Conners, giving them a nostalgic glimpse of his acting magic. He also lent his voice to Henry in A Dog's Journey, but beyond that, he hasn't been chasing the Hollywood limelight. Instead, he's been focused on something far more personal: fatherhood. Johnny became a dad in 2019, and raising his son Avery has been his top priority ever since. But life as a single dad isn't all he's got going on. Despite enjoying a quieter life, he's admitted that long breaks between projects make him restless. So, while he's savoring these family moments now, a comeback could be on the horizon, though exactly when remains a mystery. With an estimated net worth of $100 million, he's in no rush to jump back into work. But if history is any indication, when Johnny does return, it'll be for something worth the wait. And in case you missed it, his family has recently grown. In 2024, he and his wife, Morgan Galecki, welcomed their baby daughter, fulfilling Johnny's longtime wish to be a family man. Once known as the quirky and lovable Amy Farrah Fowler, Mayim Bialik hasn't slowed down one bit since The Big Bang Theory ended. Even while starring on the hit show, she kept herself busy with other projects, and that drive hasn't changed. After saying goodbye to Amy, Mayim jumped into the lead role of Kat on the sitcom Call Me Kat, a show that not only showcased her comedic skills but also reunited her with former Big Bang castmate Kevin Sussman. But acting is just one of the many things keeping her occupied. She also lent her voice to Dr. Jemmy Jules in Disney Junior's Vampirina and reprised her Big Bang Theory character, at least in voice form, on Young Sheldon between 2020 and 2022. Earlier this year, she made an in-person appearance in Young Sheldon's final episode, adding one last chapter to Amy's story. Beyond acting, Mayim took on a huge challenge, hosting Jeopardy! Stepping in during a tricky transition for the legendary game show, she made her mark and even earned a Primetime Emmy nomination for her efforts. But in a surprising turn, she announced in November 2023 that she was stepping away from the role. While she didn't go into specifics, her heartfelt Instagram post made it clear she was grateful for the experience and the Jeopardy! Community. So what's next? Mayim is set to voice a character in the upcoming series The Inspector Chronicles, a sci-fi adventure about an immortal time traveler. The project is still in the works, but it's shaping up to be an exciting addition to her resume. And she's been active in the world of home makeovers too. Earlier this year, she teamed up with HGTV's Celebrity IOU to surprise her best friend with a backyard renovation while she was away, proving that Mayim's talents go beyond acting and hosting. But while she's busy with her career, she's also a dedicated single mom to her two sons, balancing the demands of Hollywood with her responsibilities at home. Who could forget the awkward yet endearing Stuart Bloom, the comic book store owner who became an unexpected fan favorite? Since The Big Bang Theory ended, Kevin Sussman has kept himself plenty busy, taking on a mix of intriguing roles that prove he's got range far beyond his sitcom days. One of his biggest post-Big Bang roles came in The Dropout, the hit miniseries based on the real-life scandal surrounding Elizabeth Holmes and her company, Theranos. Playing Mark Rosler, Kevin found himself deep in a world of corporate deception, a far cry from the quirky, lovable Stuart. And that wasn't the only dramatic role he tackled. In 2022, he made a guest appearance on Better Call Saul, playing a victim of a cancer scam, once again proving he can handle serious, emotionally charged performances. Of course, comedy is still in his wheelhouse. In 2022, he reunited with Mayim Bialik for 2 episodes of Call Me Kat, making fans of The Big Bang Theory nostalgic for their on-screen chemistry. But beyond his acting career, Kevin has had some exciting personal milestones too. In April 2023, he married Addie Hall, marking a new chapter in his life after going through a tough divorce in 2018. And his career keeps evolving. Most recently, he landed a role in the Apple TV Plus drama Lessons in Chemistry, where he stars alongside Brie Larson and Louis Pullman. Clearly, Kevin's post-Big Bang journey is as diverse as it is exciting. Remember Kunal Nair? The guy who brought the lovable, socially awkward Raj Koothrappali to life on The Big Bang Theory? Well, since the show ended, Kunal has been keeping busy, especially in the world of voice acting. If you've watched the Trolls movies, you might have recognized his voice as Guy Diamond, the sparkly, auto-tuned troll. He first took on the role in Trolls World Tour in 2020, alongside big names like Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick, and then returned for Trolls Band Together in 2023. But he didn't stop there. Kunal stepped outside the animated world and took on some intense live-action roles, proving he's got way more range than just comedic timing. One of his most striking performances came in the Netflix series Criminal UK, where he played Sandeep Singh, a dramatic and complex role that let him show off his serious acting chops. He also starred in the storied life of Ajay Fikri, playing a bookstore owner navigating life's unpredictable twists and turns. And the projects just kept coming. In 2022, he joined the Apple TV thriller series Suspicion, keeping audiences on edge with a suspense-filled storyline. At the same time, he kept his voice acting career alive with several animated projects, proving he can seamlessly juggle different mediums. So, where's he now? Kunal has some exciting roles lined up. He's set to star in the comedy film How to Date Billy Walsh, where he plays the titular character, bringing his signature charm to a new audience. And for sci-fi fans, keep an eye out for Spaceman, where he plays an astronaut grappling with his past while striving for greatness. One thing's for sure, Kunal is far from disappearing from the spotlight. Melissa Rauch will forever be remembered as the feisty, sharp-witted Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz on The Big Bang Theory. With her signature high-pitched voice and her ability to channel Howard's mom's unforgettable screech, she made Bernadette a fan favorite. But since saying goodbye to the role, Melissa has been keeping things fresh with a mix of voice acting and live-action projects that showcase her versatility. Let's start with her voice work. Since Big Bang ended, Melissa has been busy lending her talents to animated series, bringing characters like Beth Bayani from Firebuds and Dinah from the Chicken Squad to life. And in case you were wondering, no, her real voice isn't as high-pitched as Bernadette's. But her knack for creating distinctive voices makes her a natural in the world of animation. Melissa didn't just stick to voice work, though. She made a big return to live-action TV in 2023 with NBC's reboot of the classic sitcom Night Court. This time, she stepped into the lead role as Abby Stone, the daughter of the original show's beloved Judge Harry Stone. Abby brings her own unique mix of whimsy and wisdom to the courtroom, making her character both endearing and hilarious, much like her late father. The reboot was a hit, and Night Court was officially renewed for a third season, meaning fans can look forward to more of Melissa's comedic brilliance. And while she's lighting up the small screen, her life off-screen is just as full. Melissa is juggling her acting career with motherhood, and if you ask her kids, they might just think she actually works in a courtroom. But no matter what role she's playing, whether it's a quirky judge, a high-energy animated character, or an unforgettable sitcom star, Melissa continues to bring joy to audiences of all ages. If you were a fan of The Big Bang Theory, you might remember Kate Micucci as Lucy, the shy, socially anxious woman who briefly stole Raj Koothrappali's heart, before repeatedly escaping through bathroom windows to get away from him. While her time on the show was short, Kate has continued to shine, proving she's much more than just a quirky sitcom guest star. Since her days on Big Bang, Kate has stayed incredibly busy with various creative projects, flexing her talents as both an actress and musician. In November 2023, she released her debut solo album, My Hat, a charming collection of children's songs that highlights her whimsical songwriting skills. The album became a hit among young listeners and parents alike, further cementing her reputation as a multi-talented artist. In addition to music, she has remained a sought-after voice actress, bringing characters to life in multiple animated series. Most recently, she joined the Angry Birds Mystery Island TV series in 2024, voicing the character Mia. But life hasn't been all smooth sailing. In December 2023, Kate revealed that she had undergone successful surgery for lung cancer, a shocking diagnosis, especially for a lifelong non-smoker. Ever the optimist, she shared her journey with humor and honesty on TikTok, using her platform to raise awareness about the unexpected ways cancer can affect anyone. Outside of her career, Kate has embraced family life. She has been married to musician and producer Jake Sinclair since 2018, and together they balance their creative careers while raising their young son. Splitting their time between Los Angeles and New York, she continues to juggle work, health, and family with the same charm and resilience that fans love her for. Wil Wheaton, who made recurring appearances on The Big Bang Theory as a fictionalized and sometimes villainous version of himself, hasn't just been sitting around basking in his geeky legacy. Whether you remember him from Star Trek, The Next Generation, or his hilarious guest spots on Big Bang, Wil has kept himself busy with an impressively diverse career. Since his last appearance on the show, he has expanded his work in writing, acting, and hosting. His literary career has been particularly impressive. He became a New York Times best-selling author with Still Just a Geek, a deeply personal and introspective book about his life in Hollywood, the ups and downs of fame, and his journey of self-acceptance. The book resonated with fans and critics alike, solidifying his reputation as more than just a sci-fi actor. Of course, his love for the screen hasn't faded. In 2022, he thrilled Star Trek fans when he reprised his iconic role as Wesley Crusher in Star Trek: Picard, bringing back a beloved character in an unexpected way. He also guest starred in an episode of SW8, where he played Evan Whitlock, further proving that he can handle roles beyond the science fiction genre. Beyond acting and writing, Will has made a significant mark in the gaming and fandom world. He created and hosted Tabletop, a show that celebrates board games and the communities that love them, which became a massive hit among fellow geeks. His Star Trek connections remain strong as he currently hosts The Ready Room, a behind-the-scenes show that gives fans insider access to all things Star Trek. And if that wasn't enough, he even put his nerdy knowledge to the test on Celebrity Jeopardy, where he competed against other stars and made it all the way to the finals, showing that his trivia skills are just as sharp as his wit. Sarah Gilbert, best known to Big Bang Theory fans as the sharp-tongued and condescending Leslie Winkle, had a character arc that, unfortunately, fizzled out due to a lack of development. But while her time on Big Bang was relatively short, her career afterward has been anything but quiet. Almost immediately after leaving the show, Sarah found a new and influential role, not in acting, but in television production. She co-created, produced, and co-hosted The Talk, a daytime talk show that became a major success. The show gave her a platform to discuss everything from pop culture to personal experiences. And in 2016, it even earned her a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Entertainment Talk Show Host. Her presence on The Talk was deeply impactful, and she remained a key figure on the show until her departure in 2019. Though she stepped away from The Talk, Sarah has remained active in the industry. She reprised her iconic role as Darlene Connor on The Connors, the Roseanne spin-off that continued even after its controversial reboot ended. As one of the show's lead actors and executive producers, she's played a key role in shaping its direction, proving that her storytelling abilities extend far beyond her Big Bang Theory days. In addition to acting and producing, Sarah has continued to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, using her platform to support causes she's passionate about. She may have stepped out of Leslie Winkle's lab coat, but she's still a powerhouse in the entertainment world, making waves in both television and activism. Sarah's ambitions didn't stop with daytime television. She returned to her sitcom roots as both executive producer and star of The Connors, the continuation of Roseanne. This spin-off came to life after Roseanne was abruptly canceled in 2018 following Roseanne Barr's infamous tweets. Despite the controversy, The Connors became a success, proving Sarah's resilience and dedication to keeping the beloved Lanford family alive on screen. But where is she today? She has continued making waves in the entertainment industry, stepping into new projects that showcase her entrepreneurial spirit. In a major career move, Sarah combined her production company, Gilbert TV, with Tom Werner's Werner Entertainment to launch Sarah plus Tom. This powerhouse partnership has already yielded The Preps of Pittsburgh, a new series backed by Sony Pictures Television and Amazon Studios. This move solidifies her influence in the television world, showing that Sarah is far more than just an actress. She's a creative force behind the scenes as well. Some Big Bang Theory characters had only a handful of appearances but left an unforgettable mark. Christine Baranski's portrayal of Leonard's highly critical mother, Dr. Beverly Hofstadter, is a prime example. While her time on Big Bang was limited, Christine has spent the years since captivating audiences in more substantial roles. After her guest appearances on the show, Christine continued to dominate television. From 2017 to 2022, she starred in the CBS legal drama The Good Fight, a spin-off of The Good Wife. Reprising her role as Diane Lockhart, she played a fiercely intelligent and formidable lawyer forced to start over after a financial scam upended her life. The show became a critical darling, and Christine's performance earned widespread praise. Since 2022, she has been mesmerizing audiences as Agnes Van Ryn in the HBO Max period drama The Gilded Age, created by Julian Fellows of Downton Abbey fame. Set in 1880s New York, her character is a proud yet struggling aristocrat determined to uphold her family's legacy in the face of shifting societal tides. Her performance, alongside co-stars Carrie Coon and Cynthia Nixon, earned the cast a Screen Actors Guild nomination for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series. Christine has also dabbled in voice acting, lending her talents to animated projects such as Praise Petey and American Masters, proving that her commanding presence extends beyond live-action performances. Courtney Hengeler might have first caught your eye as Missy Cooper, Sheldon's sassy twin sister in The Big Bang Theory. But her career didn't stop there. Since her brief but memorable appearances on the show, she has steadily built an impressive resume. Following Big Bang, Courtney landed various guest roles in popular series like Jane the Virgin and Fuller House. But it wasn't until 2018 that she truly had her breakout moment, starring as Amanda LaRusso in Netflix's hit series Cobra Kai. Playing the pragmatic and level-headed wife of Daniel LaRusso, she serves as a grounding force in the midst of the show's high-stakes martial arts drama. The role brought her widespread acclaim and introduced her to an entirely new audience. In 2019, she showcased her versatility by stepping into the horror genre, starring in Hulu's Into the Dark, proving she's not afraid to tackle different genres. Despite her rising fame, Courtney remains grounded. Off-screen, she's a dedicated mother, balancing her family life with an ever-growing career. She often shares glimpses of her personal life on social media, making her one of the most relatable stars to come out of The Big Bang Theory. Laurie Metcalf, who played Sheldon's devout yet loving mother, Mary Cooper, has been unstoppable since The Big Bang Theory wrapped up. Already an acclaimed actress before the show, Laurie has only continued to strengthen her legacy, proving she's a powerhouse both on-screen and on stage. Since leaving the sitcom world, Laurie has made remarkable strides in theater. She has taken Broadway by storm, earning widespread acclaim and several major awards. In 2017, she won her first Tony Award for Best Actress in a play for her role in A Doll's House Part 2. She followed this triumph with another Tony in 2018 for Three Tall Women, further cementing her status as one of the finest stage actresses of her generation. Her talents extend well beyond the theater. In 2017, she starred in Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig's Oscar-nominated coming-of-age drama, delivering a performance that earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Her portrayal of a tough but loving mother struck a chord with audiences and critics alike. Her impressive film work hasn't stopped there. In 2023, she co-starred in Somewhere in Queens, Ray Romano's directorial debut, where she once again showcased her incredible emotional depth as an actress. And of course, Laurie has remained a staple on the small screen. She continues to reprise her role as Jackie Harris on The Conners, proving that even after decades in the business, she's still a force to be reckoned with. Laurie Metcalf has shown no signs of slowing down, delivering powerhouse performances across television, film, and theater. One of her most compelling roles in recent years was in Hulu's limited series The Dropout, where she portrayed Dr. Phyllis Gardner, a key critic of Elizabeth Holmes and her fraudulent company Theranos. But Laurie also stayed true to her comedic roots with a guest appearance on HBO Max's Hacks. Her performance was so strong that it earned her a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series in 2022, proving once again that she can seamlessly balance drama and comedy like few others in the industry. Her love for theater has remained just as strong. In 2023, she made a triumphant return to Broadway in the haunting psychological thriller Grey House, which ran until the end of July that year. And of course, Laurie continues to be a staple on The Conners, reprising her beloved role as Jackie Harris, and ensuring that the legacy of Roseanne lives on in the best way possible. Since The Big Bang Theory wrapped, John Ross Bowie, who played the hilariously awkward physicist Barry Kripke, has continued to stay active in Hollywood. Whether it's film, television, or comedy, he's kept busy with a variety of roles that showcase his range as an actor. John's foray into blockbuster films included a cameo in Jumanji: The Next Level, where he shared the screen with Dwayne Johnson, adding a major motion picture credit to his resume. But television remains his bread and butter. He reunited with Big Bang Theory creator Chuck Lorre for the sitcom United States of Al, playing the character Brett. Though the show was short-lived and concluded in May 2022, it was another great opportunity for John to flex his comedic skills. One of his most exciting returns to comedy came with Reno 911. It's a Wonderful Heist, a 2022 holiday-themed TV movie that reunited the iconic Reno 911 cast. This project was a full-circle moment for John, as he had previously dabbled in the satirical comedy world early in his career. But he's not just about comedy. He took a dramatic turn in CSI Vegas, appearing in a 2024 episode as Dennis Rosner. proving that he's capable of playing more serious roles as well. If you remember Emily Sweeney, Raj's gore-loving, quirky love interest from seasons 7 to 10 of The Big Bang Theory, then you're probably wondering what Laura Spencer has been up to. Since her time on the hit sitcom, she's built a diverse career across multiple genres, taking on roles that range from heartfelt drama to offbeat comedy. In 2017, she starred in Heartland, where she played Carrie, a role that allowed her to explore deeper emotional territory. But comedy is still her sweet spot. In 2016, she took on the role of Jane Austen in the delightfully quirky series Edgar Allan Poe's Murder Mystery Dinner Party. This unique blend of literary history and modern humor showcased her ability to merge wit with charm in a fresh and engaging way. More recently, Laura landed a guest role in the critically acclaimed FX on Hulu series Reservation Dogs, directed by fellow Oklahoman Sterling Harjo. In 2021, she played Miss Ro Rock, further proving her versatility as an actress. Her work in television hasn't been her only focus. She also took on a role in the 2021 disaster drama film 13 Minutes, playing Vicky in a gripping story about a town devastated by a massive tornado. With such a varied and ever-growing resume, it's clear that Laura is far from fading into the background. She continues to take on projects that challenge her as an actress while keeping her comedy roots alive.